Hello everyone. I have decided to do a painted paper glue book this year. So I am stretching my definition just a little bit. My definition for a glue book is just paper and glue. You glue paper to your book. When you start adding, well, I start adding paint to the pages, that for my definition starts becoming an art journal. So to get around my own definition for myself, I decided that what I was going to do is pull out my painted papers that are already painted, and make the pages from those papers, and then glue more painted papers and other papers to those pages. So I'm not really adding paint, I'm just making a glue book from painted paper. I wanted to show you some of the pages that I pulled out. I have quite a few pages of painted papers. I don't use them very often, so I thought it was time. Some of them I've had around for quite a while. Some of these are my watercolor technique, and I haven't done that in quite a while. And I've noticed that a lot of them are blank on the other side. So what I think I might do is either glue pages together so that there's paint on both sides, or glue bits of paper onto those blank bits. And what I mean by that is these are too small to show you. Just kind of wanted to show you some of the pages, or the pages that I'll be using. So here's a blank page. I may cover this entire thing with different papers, painted papers and such, as I've got a sample of what I might use, some different things, not just painted papers, but book text and other things. I may just glue those kinds of things down to cover up the unpainted bits, or I may take some of these shorter pieces and just glue them all the way down, or a little bit of both. So that's my plan. I'm not going to add any more paint. I'm just going to use the pages as they are. Some of these pages I was doing videos for Mixed Media in Simple Steps, and so I've already glued some bits onto some of them. Some of them I painted over the little bits. Here's a book page. It's stamped and painted. Another book page that I've doodled some circles on. So I have a variety of different kinds of papers. I think this one is one of my jelly plate prints. I made a bunch of stuff. Here's some more glued bits. More glued bits that I painted over. So, and that's why I'm just going to add more stuff on top of the pages. I wanted to show you what the pages look like before I start messing around with them. Of course, the pages are all going to be different sizes. I used junk paper, and I'll have to cover that somehow because I don't like the way that looks. Got a lot of papers that are blank on the other side. And some of them that are kind of plain, I might just leave, sew them into the book, and then glue things on top of them. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do. Here's a bit of spirograph. just wanted to show what the pages look like. Here's crayon rubbing with some watercolor over on paint by number paper. Here's a security envelope that I did some crazy lady circles on. A printed out page. Here's a page that I was messing around with some stuff. A lot of messing around. And it's time to, oh, this one's completely plain. It's time to start using up this stuff. Start using it. This is a page that came out of a journal that I tore apart. Jelly plate print. More crazy lady circles. Another journal page. And that one's also really plain. And maybe I'll take some of these that have two plain sides and glue them together. Here's another junk paper that needs to be covered up. And I could just glue that on top so that both sides have something. I will glue things on my plain bits of paper first, and then it's got some crayon rubbings on it. Some music that I painted. I also took out, I have some tracing paper. I sprayed over a doily for this one. I thought that was really cool, and I love the way it sounds, so I thought a couple of those pieces of paper in there would be cool. I also pulled out my wax paper and parchment paper. These are pages that I would put in between my art journal when I was adding paint so that the pages wouldn't stick together. And they have quite a bit of paint on them. I just have to cut them down and add them. They also make wonderful sounds. I thought that that would be cool. I don't really use these a lot anymore, and so instead of throwing them away, I'll just put them in here. So that's the next step. After I cover up those plain sides of paper, I've decided to use an old novel for the cover. It's got quite a wide spine, so I can use up quite a bit of the papers. And I like the fact that it was black. I think that will bring out all the color of the paint really well. So I'm going to prepare this for the pages, and I'll probably just keep the spine as it is. If you're looking to use a novel for a glue book that you want to glue or you want to sew in pages, that how to alter a cover is in a different video. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need the pages to fit this, so I'll probably have to cut them down to fit this book. So that's the next step. I will glue things on the empty pages, cut the pages down to the right size, make my cover, and sew the pages into the cover. And then I will come back and show you what it looks like then, because then all I'm going to do is start, well, I need to gather little bits to glue into it first. And then I'm just going to glue bits of paper into the painted paper glue book. I think this is going to be fun. I'm really excited about using up some painted paper. I have had some of this around for quite a while. It's time that it got used. That's where I am. Thanks for watching.